Hello, all you beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. This reading is for my lovely Sagittarius out there. If your sun, moon, or rising is in Sagittarius, then this is for you. Now, not everything will resonate with everyone. Take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone else. If you enjoyed today's reading, please hit that like button. And if you haven't already, smash the subscribe. All right, let's dive right in. This is a general read for Sun, Moon, and Rising Sagittarius for the end of October. Glorious Jupiter, your ruling planet of fortune, and Saturn, planet of limitations, shift from being retrograde and start going station direct today. So momentum should start picking up again. Venus, lovely planet of beauty, love, and passion, is in your sign right now, making you very attractive. Okay, what do the cards, what message do we have for Sagittarius today? Okay, beautiful. We have the Hermit in shadow, Nine of Wands, and Conqueror of Wands in shadow. We have the Seeker of Coins, Ace of Coins, and the Star. Conqueror of Swords, Five of Cups, and Three of Wands. Okay, so looking in the heart of the matter, we have the Hermit in shadow position. Now, some of you maybe have been a little withdrawn lately, or kind of overwhelmed, going through a lot, and just kind of distancing yourself, focusing on you. But now seems the time coming out of it. Everything has been in retrograde lately, so lots of negative energies out there. But now things are picking up again. So now's the time to really come out of your shell, start reaching out to those friends, family, loved ones. They'd love to hear from you. Now, taking a look at movement, we got a lot of energy moving this way, and energy moving this way, and energy moving this way. Okay, so what do we have for lovely Sagittarius today? Let's see, coming in from the base, lots of great foundation. We have Seeker of Coins in shadow, Ace of Coins, and the Star. So really coming from a place of golden opportunities, wish fulfillment, but maybe it just wasn't the right time for you. Or maybe that's why you've been overwhelmed or secluded off. But beautiful golden opportunities have been there, and maybe you just weren't ready yet, or you haven't seen them, but there's definitely lots of chance for growth and starting something new. In the center, Nine of Wands, so definitely coming at the end, it's been a struggle. It's been a hard time. You've been guarded, your walls are up, been really going through a burden, but now starting to merge out of your shell a little bit, but may not get quite there yet or be fully yourself again right now, and that's okay. With the Conqueror of Wands in the shadow position, you have the ability to manifest, to move on. And that's the direction you're heading, but maybe not quite there just yet. With what you've been going through, maybe you've been kind of shutting off your emotion center a little bit, whether, you know, as a defense mechanism or survival. It's just been, you know, with everything, everyone's been in their feelings lately, and it's just been overwhelming. So really trying to, seems you're in the direction of coming from the mind and thought, really cutting through all the negativity and kind of not leading with your heart or your emotions as much, but more thinking things through and being focused, very, very focused on, or you're going to be very, very focused on what's ahead, or a project or something new to really help you get out of your shell, out of the ruts and stuck you've been in lately. You've really been suffering lots of grief and loss lately, but you know, all those spilt cups of love and passion just pouring out everywhere. I've been focusing on that for a while. You know, you got the tears running down, but the two cups upright, the silver lining, the sun on the horizon, you know, it's time to move on to bigger, better things. You know, loss is always hard and heavy, but with everything as a cycle, there's ebbs and flows, and you know, nothing is permanent. The good times aren't permanent, the bad times aren't permanent. And we need the bad times to know how precious the good times are. And now we're on our way to good things coming ahead. The Three of Wands in the shadow position is really, now's the time to start manifesting. Okay, all those ideas and dreams you've been thinking out and kind of put on hold or the back burner for a while, it's time to pull them out again, get excited again. Okay, you might be a little hesitant and little baby steps coming out of your shell a little bit, but you have the power. Things are going to be beautiful. All right, so the flow of passion and connection, the energy, okay, definitely want to focus ahead on the good and not focus down on what you've lost, but look towards what you're going to gain. Okay, help bring you out of the shell, the rut, the stuck energy you've been in lately. Okay, the opportunity might still be around to help lift you up, or start focusing on something new and not what's been keeping you down lately. All right, let's get a little clarity. So, what, get a little clarity for the Ace of Coins. Ace of Coins. Three of Cups. Okay, so maybe you've been working with some people or a collaboration and it kind of fell through for a while, or maybe, you know, with your isolation you missed out, or you just didn't really want to be around people. This could be, maybe it's college or education has been put on hold with the COVID and everything been happening, but it's never too late to start that back up again. Clarification on the star. Two of Cups. So divine partnership, mutual love, back and forth. Okay, so maybe that's what your loss or you're grieving. Beautiful divine blessing and wish fulfillment. You know, maybe this is a person, a lover, a mentor, a family member. You know, maybe you got into a fight or an argument, or maybe something happened and you just haven't been talking for a while. But, you know, it's never too late, and the energy is really good. Now's the time for reconciliation. I'm sure they'd love to hear from you. The Seeker of Coins, the Moon. Okay, so the Seeker of Coins in shadow position with the Moon is that, you know, whatever this project or thing working on just didn't seem right to you, or didn't it wasn't what it appeared to be, didn't, the fine print was sketchy. It looked great on paper, or seemed amazing, but when you started getting into the details, it really wasn't for you. Clarification on the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands again in shadow position. So almost definitely been coming through a lot, Saggy. My poor Sagittarius is definitely, it's really been a struggle, lots of burden. I've really been carrying around, really been guarded, internal, external, coming from a lot of hurt. But the finish line is in sight. Clarification for the Hermit. Eight of Wands. So definitely come out of your shell, reconnect, lots of flow, energy, very rapid movement, lots of communication. Okay, definitely go with the flow, don't miss out. Texting, email, phone calls, gonna be happening really rapidly, very quickly. Okay, all those things you've been putting off and secluding from is really starting to pile up, and it's time to get reconnected again. Clarification on Conqueror of Wands in reverse. Seeker of Wands in reverse. So definitely moving into coming from a place of you have the ideas, or had the ideas and the creativity and the passion, and you lost it somewhere, and then starting to lay the plans out and manifesting, and you're hesitant for whatever reason, but definitely you have it. You have the fire, you have the passion, you have the great ideas, and you've just been putting on the back burner for a while. But now is the time to really dig them back out again. Clarification on Conqueror of Swords. Ruler of Swords in shadow position. So definitely all this energy, cutting through, really, really definitely putting your heart and emotions aside. You've been burned, you've been, overwhelmed, and you just don't want to go back to that place again. Really focusing on the logic, leading with your mind, your brain, your head, not with your heart, your soul, your passion anymore. Really just working on you, being very focused, driven, not being distracted by all the rah-rah around you. Clarification on the Five of Cups. Two of Coins. So you've been juggling a lot lately, Sagittarius, and it's been really overwhelming. Lots of choices, lots of trying to balance spinning plates, and a lot of them just been crashing down. And it's really, been grieving that loss, and the struggle of trying to balance everything going on in your life has been hard. It's been difficult, and it hasn't gone the way you expected it to. And clarification for the Three of Wands, the Seven of Swords. So the Three of Wands in shadow position. So leading up to, you're ready to get those ideas, those passions, those dreams out, but you're scared, you're hesitant, okay? But your fears are an illusion. Everything always seems worse and scarier than it actually turns out to be. Okay, so don't be afraid to start. Don't be afraid to dream big. Okay, you had the ideas, the passion. Okay, now it's time to start laying them out, manifesting them. All right, you're hesitant, you're resistant of maybe thinking, they're not good enough, you're not good enough, is really, I don't want to say in your mind, but it's like you are your own worst enemy in this situation. You're holding yourself back with these fears. Okay, don't be afraid to succeed. Don't be afraid to try. Okay, and with every try is an opportunity of learning and growth. You find out what works, what doesn't work, and you keep moving on. All right, last, what Oracle Spirit card do we have for Sagittarius today? What message, Oracle Spirit card, do we have for Sagittarius today? Okay. Sacred sexuality. Very interesting for this read, which has been very social or job or career like oriented. So, but main message is you and all your aspects and facets about you is enough. You don't need to change any of that for anyone, for any reason. Okay, your, you know, your sexual nature is an aspect of you, you know, and whether, need to get back on the horse, get out there, reach out to people, maybe you've been burned by love, lovers, okay, but don't let it keep you down. Speaking of horses, if you need help and guidance, the horse is an amazing spirit guide for sacred sexuality. They've been a long symbol of sexual passion and nature, right? Wild, free horse is unbridled sexuality, whereas a tamed, you know, uh, saddled or locked up horse is, closed, tamed sexuality, locked up.